Welcome back to your favorite channel, Top 10 Nigeria. At Top 10 Nigeria, what we do is business development. Primarily, that's our work. Alright, we help you understand what goes on behind the scenes of several businesses. And ours is special because when we are discussing a topic, we try as much as possible to talk with several people, local businesses around the topic, so that we'll have a grasp of the facts on ground. In our team, we have over 15 years experience. Personally, I've worked in 4 companies as manager and a business development manager in 3 of those companies. So when we gather trends, when we gather researches, when we make projections and predict trends, we actually know what we're talking about to a large extent. It's just that we have to present it in a simple, fun kind of manner so that you don't throw people off. A lot of people don't like too serious discussion. Alright, so if that's the kind of content you like watching, then you are in the right place, because at Top 10 Nigeria, we like to make you feel that half of the work you need to do before you start or proceed in a business has been done for you by us. We're either saving you money or we are making you money. So if this is the kind of content you love watching, raise your index finger. Yeah, raise it. Trust me, just raise it. Yeah. Bend it forward this way. You see that subscribe button? Click that subscribe button. Alright? So, and click the notification button beside it. Subscription to this channel is free of charge. You just need to have a Gmail account so that YouTube will know that you're a human and also send you notifications when we post our subsequent video. You can have a different email address for your social media interactions, so separate it from your work email address and you are subscribed. So today we decided to dig deep into the wealth of experience we have. We have talked with several people over the years. We have had clients that have set up businesses and we work with them for 3-4 years. So we have been able to isolate 5 groups of features or traits that you need to have in order to be successful when starting a business. And if you're already in a business, you need to develop these features. It's never too late to start doing the right things. You need to develop the features that will get you from point A to point B. That growth graph, we need to get it up. Passion, vision, goals. In that order. Now, we advise that you must have passion for the business you want to go into. It's not enough to get research information that this business is profitable at this point. But do you have passion for it? Do you love it? Every business has trying times. And the passion and drive reflects on your work. It's the passion that will push you through hard times. It's the passion that will make you tweak your delivery so that the customer will be able to see that difference, slight difference between your business and the next business that is in the same field. You can't love confectionaries and you go and buy a football club. You don't love football, you don't watch football, but they told you it's profitable and it's in the market and you can afford it. No, it doesn't work like that. Go with what you have passion for. Now, after you have developed passion for that particular field, make sure you have vision. Where do you expect to be in the next 5 years? You are starting up in a small cubicle. It's tiny. A lot of people come there, they see you, they relate to you based on the level they have seen you. However, they do not see your vision. Your workers may know your vision, but your customers may not. But because you know where you're going to, you'll be able to deliver the services with the intention of somebody who is going to be elevated. And your customers will love that. They'll be like, there is something about this business. True life story. The name of the business is Fortech. I have to mention the business because we have worked with several businesses and you can patronize him. This guy, as a copper, when he finished youth service, started a computer parts business here in Abuja. Alright? So when we interact with him, you will find the passion in what he does. And guess what? Because he has vision of where he was going to, he was coming to work dressed completely corporate if he wants to be corporate, completely traditional if he wants to be traditional. You walk into that place, it's a small place, but you get the impression that this guy is special. He has vision. He knows where he's going to. He's a multi-millionaire now. He has different branches all over Nigeria. All right? That's vision. You know your worth. You are not seeing yourself the way others are seeing you. Then when you have vision, what else do you need? You need goals. To us, we see goals as parameters you have to set and accomplish in order for you to get to your vision. In the next 5 years, you want to have a big supermarket. You need to set goals. Go out there, find out how much it costs to rent a big space. Find out how much it will cost to stock the place. Find out how much running costs you will incur monthly and plan for it. Maybe it's a couple of thousands of dollars or say 3 million naira. It doesn't matter. What matters is that you have to do this before you even start the business. If you're already in the business and you haven't done that, please do that. I'll tell you the reason why you have to do it. Now, assuming you find out that you require $3,000 or equivalent to start your business at the medium or large scale that you require, all right? It gives you something to work towards. It gives you, you can decide you will put out 20,000 naira monthly for savings in the first year of your business. In the second year, you increase it to 30,000 monthly. In the third year, increase it to 50,000 monthly. In the fifth year, it increases to 70. In the fifth year of your business, you increase it to 100,000. I'm sure it's not going to go smoothly like that, you keep saving it, but because you have a target, you are in grasp of what to do in order to get there. It's different from somebody who is doing the business. Oh, let's see how the business goes now. Let's see if the business will go well. If it goes well, oh, fine. But for somebody with goals, when you're making more money, you understand that you have to set out more in order to reach your goals and targets. So that is what you need to do. You need to have this basic feature in you for you to prosper in a business. Patience, consistency, humility, or level-headedness. I wish somebody taught me this in school. You only hear this when you go to a moral class or stuff like that. In business, you need patience. Oh, you don't know the half of it. Now, take for instance, you have a 5-year plan. You need patience to get through to that 5 years. That you can't rush it. In fact, when you take it slowly, you start seeing trends. You start seeing systems. You start improving on what you are doing. But when you take it quickly, you won't be able to grasp those trends early enough. But if you move too quickly, you find out that you skip some processes. You will not understand systems correctly. And that can lead to a catastrophic mistake at a grand scale. The loss will be enormous. But if you make mistake at a small scale, you can manage the loss and make adjustments and move on. Now, consistency. You need consistency. For you to get through to that 5-year plan, you need to continue putting out content. You need to continue doing what you're doing. You need to even be improving, even when it seems you are not getting the what. As long as you are progressing step by step, you will see yourself improve. After a year, when you do your review, you'll find out that, look, where I was a year ago is different from where I am now. So consistency gets you through that period. That growth graph that you see that goes like this, in the actual sense, it fluctuates. And consistency will get you through those times that is fluctuating because you are still putting in work. That's why it will rise again. That's how these graphs work. Humility or level-headedness. There's a reason why they say the customer is king. The customer has the money which you want. You are delivering services or goods to the customer. Now, these customers come in different forms and fashion and understand differently. Whichever way they behave, it is your job to maintain a level-headedness. Understand your goal is to get the money from the customer. It's okay to make the customer happy and comfortable and satisfied and make the customer come back, become a return customer. But ultimately, you want to get the money off the customer's pocket. That in mind, you start seeing things in a level field. The customer is reacting this way because of this. Do what you need to do in order to satisfy that customer and make that customer come back. Return customers are glorious. Man, you didn't need to talk to the customer before the customer came back. That is a return customer. Awesome. Do all you can in order to make that customer return. That's your goal. That way, every week or periodically, the customer will bring money to you and you give the customer the service or goods that you require. Basic. Apprenticeship, research, business resources. I'm an Igbo man, and in the Igbo tribe, business is kind of our lifestyle. A father owns a business or a mother starts a business. The children help out in the business. And while helping out in the business, you start learning the ropes to the point that when you grow in the business, they give you a bulk money to go and start your own. Where the children are not available, you can tell your relative to bring somebody to come and learn and help you learn the ropes. For 4, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8, 10 years, you find people working under you. You don't pay them salary, you house them, you feed them, but they are learning the business. And when they reach the time of agreement, you settle them with the agreed sum of money and they go start their own business. So you find out that it's almost a generational thing. That's why most Igbo people are money conscious, because all their life they see transactions. That's what they see. Now, this mustn't be your case. The point I'm trying to make is that you need to offer your service, volunteer in the line of business that you want to enter. If you want to have first-hand experience in your business, you need to volunteer. You need to gain experience. You need to understand. For instance, a camera might sell at a certain amount of money. So when you buy it at maybe say $500, you sell it at $510 and you make $10 profit. All right. However, do you know the camera that most people like and why? Do you know complementary items that go with the camera that you can put side by side and somebody will come and choose the camera as well as the item? Do you know what features people are always looking for in a camera that when you tell them this camera possesses certain features, they buy the camera? These are things you find out when you are on ground. You gain experience. You find out customers that come looking for quality, class. You'll be able to recognize them immediately they start talking. You find a customer that come and looking for the most affordable basic item they can afford. Those customers, you offer them automatically what they are going for. So those are the experiences you gain on ground. However, I understand it's not possible for everybody to gain experience in the field you intend to enter the business. So what do? You do research. You go over to the internet, you search and find out information that can help you set up and run your business. Or you hire somebody who has experience in running business to run it for you. But most of the time, we advise if you intend to start a business, please have a first-hand grasp of the business so that when your staff is explaining to you what is happening, you are not at loss. You are not answering yes, acting like you know what's happening, meanwhile you don't know what's happening. So get that experience so that it will help you run the business better. So research is a good tool to use. However, it is possible that you don't know what to research on. You don't know what to look out for. That is where you have business resources tools like this channel. I'm not saying it because this is what we do, but actually it's what we do. And the reason why we are different from other business development channels that you might find is that we interview businesses. We have posted several videos on this channel where we go out to the field and interview businessmen in the field of business we are analyzing. That way, we are not just working with generic numbers we got off internet. We are working with the numbers that are in the books of the business as at that period of time. So when we are making projection, calculating profit margin, calculating how long it will take you to get the pay, calculating how much you can spend in setting up such a business, we know that it is from what we found on the ground. So that's another reason for you to subscribe to this channel. Location. location. Now, at Top 10 Nigeria, what we consider a good location is that place where you are closest to the majority of your customers. It mustn't be a physical place, it could be a virtual place. You have 2 million followers on Instagram, which means any products that you post there will likely sell out if all your followers are active. Alright? However, if it's a physical business, look for where most of your customers are located. If you locate your business, for instance, an engineering workshop or a mechanic, you repair cars in an estate, automatically your major customers will be the residents in that estate. Bear in mind, not everybody in the estate would come to you. They already have where they're going to, where they fix their cars. So when your customers are limited to those people in the estate, you will find out that your resources will be limited as well. What we usually advise when people talk of location with us is that you should locate en route to a big market or a big event place. Now you need visibility, you need for people to see you. Alright? So if this road leads to a market, if this road leads to a park, if this road leads to an event center, a big shopping mall, somewhere that attracts a lot of people, it's a good location for you to situate yourself. That way, when people are going to work, they are seeing you. When they are coming back from work, they are seeing you. Alright? It's okay if the location is expensive because your turnover will cover for it. What you can do if you have limited resources is to get a smaller space which serves as your storefront. You can have samples or limited goods there. Customers walk in, place their order, look at samples, and you go to a warehouse which could be a store further back in at a cheaper rate and get the items for them. For a business that allows that. However, for a business that requires customers to pick up stuff like supermarket, you have to be where it's accessible with a good parking space. Alright, so those are the things you need to watch out in a location. But if you are in a location where your customers are limited, it's not a killer. All you need to do is to find out where most of your customers are. You package veggies and frozen food. Find hotels that may need veggies and frozen food and supply it to them. You might be located in a remote area where customers can't access easily, but you can deliver to them at a cost. So if you can find 10 hotels that tells you bring so amount of goods monthly and we'll pay you after 2 weeks or after 1 month, that's a good business. You get this stuff, you distribute to them, 2 weeks later you come pick up your money and business continues. Finally, find where your distributors are. Now, the way products work is that the manufacturer makes the product, they sell it in bulk to the distributor. The distributor now sells to the retailer. The retailer now sells to the end user, you. Now, as a business, if you are a retailer, you need to find out where the major distributors are. But the problem some people have is that a distributor wants to sell in a certain quantity, what we call minimum order quantity, MOQ. It might be a dozen, it might be a pack, it might be 10, it might be 20 cartons or thereabout, whatever it is. They have to sell in that quantity in order to make their profit and in order to move the product as quickly as possible into the hands of the retailer. Now, where the retailer cannot afford to meet the minimum order quantity of a distributor, the need for another middleman comes up. You have sub-distributors. Now, what the sub-distributors do is that they meet the minimum order quantity of the distributor, get these products for them, and break it down to smaller minimum order quantity that the retailer can afford. In as much as this is preferred by some retailers, it also means that your profit margin is being cut off because a manufacturer gives reasonable profit margin for the distributor down to the retailer. A product that is in the market for say 15 naira might be made by the manufacturer for 25 naira, sold to the distributor at 35 naira. The distributor sells to the retailer as 40 naira. then you can afford to sell at 50 naira. But if there is a sub-distributor, that means the retailer will sell to the sub-distributor at 40 naira. Then the sub-distributor will sell to the retailer at 45 naira. Then you will sell at 50 naira because you have to sell at the market price. If your cost is more expensive than others, you find that your customers run away. So if you can locate where your distributor is and get directly from your distributor, you're automatically improving your profit margin without even selling one good. I would rather have like 5 or 10 products in my shop where I'm pushing this product at a reasonable profit margin than have 100 products in my shop and I'm making little or nothing. It's like working too hard and gaining less. And gradually, when you get the money, you start improving. And another thing some of these distributors do is when you are a return customer, they start giving you products on credit. They understand that you have to sell this product. So because you are a return customer, they start giving you these products on credit. So endeavor to find that distributor, get the product from the distributor, sell off, and if you keep doing that circle, you will get to a point where the distributor will start giving you these products on credit. And when you sell off, you go pay, pick up another set, and that's it. You're doing good business. Alright? So for a service product, of course, you are the manufacturer and you have to deliver the service directly to the end user. So it's different. But that tip is specifically for people who are in the business of goods and they are not manufacturers. Alright, so that's it on tips for you today. Our next video is going to be about setting up a provision stores business. What exactly do you need to set up a provision store business, and how much will it cost you to set up a micro, let's go with micro small business of provision stores. The reason why we're doing provision store is that we have done about 2 or 3 videos on provision store and it's generating a lot of talk over the social media and in the comment section, and people are asking questions. How much do I need to have set up a small sizable provision stores business? So we're going to do exactly what you need to put in there and the market cost of this setting up and stocking the place. So that's our next video. We are looking for 100 likes on this video. We'll get 100 likes, we'll drop that video. And if there are any other businesses that you want me to focus on, let me hear about it in the comment section. In the comment section, I want to put out a question. Is it possible to make over 300,000 naira from a small scale provision stores business? Gross profit every month. Over 300,000. Gross profit. I'm not talking of the cost of the entire sales. This is your gross profit. 300,000. Small scale provision stores business. In connection to our next video. Let me hear about it in the comment section. Tell me about your experience if you have one. That's it. My name is Paschal. This is Top 10 Nigeria, and I'm out.